I'm our good-looking grandson, Larry Marble. This is Down on the Farm Radio on one of our 16 Down on the Farm affiliated stations, brought to you by the good folks at ddtexasoutfitters.com. That's D&D Farm and Ranch, I-10N Seguin. Neighbor, let's take a look at commodity movement, courtesy of John Tuggle & Company Corpus. Disappointing weekly export sales and a strong U.S. dollar combined to pressure corn and soybeans took it on the nose, down 17, while corn was down only about a penny. KC wheat closed higher again by 11 cents. South American weather has Brazil getting rain, while Argentina is forecast to be hot and dry for the next 10 days. New export sales of corn reported yesterday morning by USDA at 39.1 million bushels. Current export sales on the books are 1.279 million bushels, which is about 35% better than last year at this time. New export bean sales are only 20.6 million bushels. USDA reported another cargo of milo sold to the Communist Chinese over the past week, making total unshipped commitments now at 67.9 million bushels for this crop year, which ends August 31. Corpus Christi's Public Elevator and ADM open this week Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 6:45 p.m. The Andersons and Timco Houston open weekdays, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For help marketing your grains, trust John Tuggle & Company Corpus, 361-852-5207. We are on the line with Jody Fry from Producers in Cargyle, San Angelo. We're talking about the results of the cattle sale on Thursday. Jody, how did it go?
Well, all things considered, with the weather, we got along pretty good. We sold right at 650 head. I tell you, the highlight of the day was we had Jacob Massey from Tennessee stop in. He's the last year's world champion auctioneer and did a really good job. Sold about the last 45-minute sale, and it was a pleasure to be around him. Nice guy and very talented at what he does. Andy Bymash down at Lampass brought him out here. This kind of making a tour, and I was glad to have him. Did a really good job.
Well, let's walk those pins.
Calves and yearlings compared to the week before, calling those kind of steady to $5 higher. Still extremely good demand for the better quality calves, especially those light to medium weight choice offerings. Slaughter cows and bulls, another $1 to $2 higher. Limited number of replacement type cows today, steady to slightly higher. Better quality steers, 400 to 600 pounds, from $220 all the way up to a high of near $310, mostly $235 to $275. Better quality heifers, 400 to 600 pounds, from $2 to a high of near $290, mostly $220 to $250. Slaughter cows, average to high yielding, 80 to 96. Several of those highest yielding slaughter cows from 98 to 110. Thin or very low yielding cows, just a few of those from 65 to 77. Slaughter bulls, average to high yielding, 95 to 110. A few of the very highest yielding slaughter bulls from 112 all the way up to a high of 128. Bred cows and 2-year-olds, a few singles in small group. Those medium to heavy bred cows, anywhere from 950 to a high of 1650. Cow calf pairs, just a few of those young cows, bigger calves, I had 1825 to a high of 2200.
How about the sheep and goat sale next week?
Well, I don't think we'll go over that 6,000 mark. You know, that was kind of a catch-up deal from the week before when the weather was such a factor, but never rule it out either. I think probably at least 5,000. I know of one pretty good-sized group of lambs coming next week, so if the weather's mild, I bet we'll have at least 5,000 on Tuesday. Cattle numbers, probably more the same, somewhere between the 600 and 800 head next Thursday.
Jody Fry, Producers in Cargyle, San Angelo. Tell everybody how to contact you.
You bet. Off number is 325-653-3371. My mobile phone's 234-7895.
Jody, thank you very much.
Thank you, Larry.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, let's take a look at meat moves for Thursday. USDA's national pork carcass cutout value 5 cents stronger on Thursday at $88.91. Federal slaughter 1.395 million head. As we look toward the cattle side of the protein meats equation, wholesale box beef prices mixed on Thursday, an 82-cent drop in the choice, 61 increase in the select. Federal slaughter 492,000 head for Thursday. That compares to 462 head last week. As we look toward the weekly exports of beef, 22.4 thousand metric tons for the week. As we look toward cash sales through Thursday, $1.50 stronger at $175. USDA said 38,000 confirmed sales from $173 to $177.50. Neighbor, there's your meat moves for Thursday. Neighbor, I want to remind you about my friends Stephen and Terry Lehman at Lehman Pipe and Cattle. They've got used sucker rod in 5/8, 3/4, 7/8, and 1 inch, and they've got used oil field pipe, the #1 structural, straight, no holes, splits, or heavy scale, 2 3/8, 2 7/8, 3 1/2, 4 1/2, 5 1/2, 6 5/8, 7 5/8, 10 3/4, and 16 24 inch diameters. Also, from time to time, they see some number 2 pipe available at a reduced price. Truckload discounts and delivery also available. They also have cattle guards. They make them from 10 foot wide to 30 foot wide, depending on the customer's needs and wants, with or without wings or cross gates. Also, the heavy-duty concrete beams to set them on. Stephen and Terry Lehman, Lehman Pipe and Cattle. Email them at lehmanpipe@gmail.com or call Stephen at 979-966-3447 or Terry at 979-820-8155. That's Stephen and Terry Lehman, Lehman Pipe and Cattle. We're on the line with Leroy Kruger. Leroy, how's the bull business?
Oh, not too bad, Larry. It's been a little slow. It's been cold and wet, but we had a good rain, so that ought to get everybody fired up who do so.
Good. What do you got on hand?
Oh, we got a nice set of Charolais bulls and Angus and Black Emmentals and a few Red Angus bulls and old Herefords on hand. We're going to be headed up north here in the next few weeks or so to go to a Hereford horn sale. We've got a pretty nice inventory, and the rain was really nice. We've got about 2 inches where I live, 3 or 4 in other places.
Well, that's good. Well, tell the folks how to get a hold of you, Leroy Kruger.
You can catch me on a mobile at 830-570-0080.
Glad y'all got a rain and the bull business is doing good. We'll talk to you next week.
You bet. Have a great one. Thank you.
You too. Bye-bye. Neighbor, I'd like to remind you about Homestead and Ranch Real Estate. Now, have you taken a look at the beautiful home at 172 Champion Boulevard in Lavernia? 1.2 acres, majestic trees, iron fence, entry, 3 bedrooms with an office, separate dining room, 2.5 baths, exceptional floor plans, high ceilings, no carpet, an abundance of cabinet space, and lots of counter space. You're going to enjoy it. Why don't you contact the good folks at Homestead and Ranch Real Estate? Call 512-466-1460. That's 512-416-1460. Or check out their Facebook page, homesteadandranch.com. We are on the line with Klein Spear from Southwest Livestock Exchange Uvalde. We're talking cattle sale. How did the Thursday sale go?
Along pretty good, Larry. We had 319 head, kind of light like we anticipated with the weather around. Market was sure good. The Packer cows and bulls, I'd say, were $4 to $6 better. Those calves and yearlings were $10 to $15 better, especially on some of them lightweight calves. Just an awful lot of demand there. Those choice steers, $1.80 to $2.35, and those lightweights, $2.50 to $3.15. Choice heifers, $1.90 to $2.25, and those lightweights, $2.25 to $2.95. Those crossbred steers, $1.75 to $2.25, and those lightweights, $1.95 to $2.65. Crossbred heifers, $1.75 to $2.15, and those lightweights, $1.85 to $2.60. Stocker cows, $1 to $1.25, and those good Packer bulls today, $1 to $1.25. Those breaker cows, $99 to $1.15. Those cutters and canters, $78 to $94. Them Shelly cows, $35 to $55. Had just a handful of pairs, $11.50 to $1,400, and the bred cows, they had quite a bit of demand on them, $1,000 to $1,650 on what we had here. So overall, a good market.
Well, tell everybody how to get in on those good markets next week. Sheep and goats on Tuesday, cattle on Thursday. Klein Spear.
Give us a call at the office, 830-278-5621, or my cell phone, 830-591-3241.
We appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Larry.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, I'm Larry Marble for the good folks at DD Texas Outfitters on the web, ddtexasoutfitters.com. They're at 516 East Interstate 10, Seguin, Texas. Call 830-379-7340. 21 days until the San Antonio Rodeo. Who's going this year? You need to dress right with the good items from D&D. What is in your rope bag? If you need a new one, whether it's team roping, calf roping, breakaway, you can find it at D&D. And D&D was a proud sponsor of the 2024 Guadalupe County live stream and their livestock show. And don't forget, if you like turquoise, you're a turquoise lover, D&D Texas Outfitters has got them. Handbags, Jeffrey's livestock marketing products for your show string. You can select and walk out with a brand new felt hat. Best hat fitters and creasers in the world. Or if you're a cap man, you got to get a bunch of hats for National Cap Day. That's DD Farm and Ranch. And remember, when it's cold, they've got blankets for your horses. DDTexasOutfitters.com, D&D Farm and Ranch in Seguin. Neighbor, quick reminder about the all-breed bull and female sale coming up at 11 a.m. Saturday, January the 27th. Cuero Livestock Commission Company. Angus, Brangus, Charolais, Brahma, Sembra, Red Brangus, and Polled Hereford. Females featuring breds, pairs, open heifers, F1 Brayford, lots of Tiger Stripe, Brangus, Brahman, Brangus Baldy, Sembra, Angus, Victorian Brayford, Charolais, and other crossbreeds. Females will be between 8 and 48 months of age, and you can contact Anthony DeTardis at 361-275-0816. We are on the line with Doug Bass, Cattleman's Columbus. Doug, how did the sale go?
I tell you what, we had a decent sale for numbers. I mean, we had a little under 4 400 and I never thought we'd have got that far with the rain we had, Mr. Larry. We had up to a foot of rain around us, and thankful for it, though. We got a good, filled everybody's tanks up, and creeks are running, so we definitely needed that kind of rain.
Good. Walk the pens with us.
Yes, sir. On your weighing cows, Packer cows and bulls, thinner, lower yielding cows, 68 to 79. Medium flesh cows, 80 to 89. Better high yielding cows, 92 to 109. Thinner, lower yielding bulls, 90 to 108. Better high yielding bulls, 110 to 121. Had just a handful of little bred cows yesterday to bring 1350 to 1500. The calf market looked really good. 2 to 3 weight steers, 250 to 352. Heifers, 245 to 330. 3 or 4 weight steers, 240 to 352. Heifers 230 to 312, 4 to 5 weight steers 230 to 312, heifers 225 to 280, 5 to 6 weight steers 210 to 292, heifers 210 to 257, 6 to 7 weight steers 205 to 243, heifers $2 to 220, 7 to 8 weight steers 195 to 230, heifers 190 to 205, and your 800 to 1,000 pound steers and bull yearlings bring 165 to 190, heiferettes 140 to 170.
Well, it sounds like you had a good sale. What was the count?
398.
Now, I noticed by Facebook page that y'all have had a lot of rain, and we will not have a sale in Brenham this week, correct?
That's right. Yeah, we're going to cancel that sale. It's so wet. We've had a few people call, but it's so wet, it's going to be hard to get any cattle in and around. So we're going to give it a little dry out time, but we'll be back in business next Wednesday at Columbus.
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
Yes, sir. You can call me on my cell, 979-877-4454, or at the office, 979-732-2622.
Doug Bass, we appreciate you. Y'all be careful.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Larry. We'll see you later.
Bye-bye. We're on the line with Rodney Butler, Beeville Livestock. Rodney, we're getting ready to have a sale on Friday. We're talking on Thursday evening. What's it looking like from this vantage point?
We're going to be short, but we had some great rains, thanks to the dear Lord. We had probably over 5 inches this last week, which was great. Tanks are full. We're tagging on 240 right now, probably about 35 cows, and the rest are all calves. We've got several good pens of calves up there. Got a good set of black and red baldy steers and heifers mixed. They're probably weighing around that 650 to 7. Got a set of Beefmaster Cross calves up there, heifers and steers. And then I got a good set of yellow calves. There's probably about 40 of those Charolais calves. They're steers and heifers mixed, and they are probably weighing around that 450 to 500 range, sir.
All right. Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you for the Friday sale in Beeville, Rodney Butler.
Yeah, if I can help you anyway, market your cattle in South Texas, call me at 361-358-1727, or you can call my mobile 645-5002.
Rodney, I appreciate you, and we'll talk to you Sunday evening.
Yes, sir. When do you want to do the Hereford sale?
Whenever you need me to. Hold on just a second. Let me... Hey, Russell, it's Larry Marble. How are you?
Good, and you?
Doing well. Do you have time to go over what you know of coming Saturday so far?
Yes, sir.
We're on the line with Russell Heller, Lexington Livestock Commission Company. Russell, it's Thursday evening. What is your Saturday sale looking like tonight?
I know of 2 sets of calves. One man's going to have 16 and the other one's going to have 25.
Good. How they bred? What do they weigh?
They're Charolais crosses, both sets of them, and they'll weigh 4 to 550 pounds.
Good. If you had any moisture since you and I spoke last?
Yes, we did. We had quite a bit of rain, anywhere 4 to probably 6.5 inches.
Well, I guess your tanks are full and everything's growing good.
They are?
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you for that sale on Saturday, Russell Heller.
Sure, you can get me on my cell, and that number is 979-820-7002.
Russell, we appreciate you, and we'll talk to you Monday.
Thank you, Larry.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
We're speaking with Rodney Butler from Beeville Livestock, not about the livestock auction, but about South Texas Hereford Association sale that will come up here at Beeville. Rodney, what's it looking like?
The sale will be February the 3rd, and the sale be starting at noon. And we're going to have about 50 Hereford bulls, and they're going to be consigned from B&C Cattle, Case Ranch, OH Triangle Ranch, Rockin' Chair, Raptor J Cattle, Smith Hereford, Breimer Ranch, Shoddy Hereford, W4 Ranch, and Schmidt Hereford. We'll also, on that day, we'll have some heifers. There'll be Hereford F1s and Brahmans. There'll be opens, breds, and pairs. I think we're going to have about 125 of those heifers. I don't have the breakdown on what they will, but they'll be from consigners in the past, which will have a good set of heifers, sir.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you for that February sale.
Yes, sir. Y'all can reach the lady in the office. Her name is Sarah Lanham, and you can reach her at 210-844-4806, and she can answer any of your questions that you have about the cattle.
We appreciate it, Rodney. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, let's take a shorter look at our grains and cotton courtesy of John Tuggle. Milo through Corpus in January, March plus 120, 1021. We'll call Progresso 878. Yellow corn to Corpus 506 3/4. Progresso 571 3/4. Hard red winter wheat to Houston, March plus 30, 661. And beans to Placido 1133. Texas cotton 6,672 bales. Average price 80.26. Neighbor, we're not your average farm show. We're the best darn farm show in Texas. I'm Larry Marble, your neighbor. Neighbor, good day to you.